Okay, guys, this is the Halloween crew. So there's actually 3 big issues that we have to figure out between now and tomorrow, and that's the time and date, and a split day versus a full day. And if we're going to have, so the split day meaning if we're going to have a kid event and adult event. So, so what's your thoughts on that?
Split them.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would like split, yeah.
Okay. The date and time, Bree's going to see what we're able to do, but is there any suggestions with the time? For children, if we're doing it on the weekends, the Saturday or Sunday works. I know Friday was told that we shouldn't have too many events on Friday because of traffic around here. And
That makes sense.
So it would be the weekend before.
so it would be the weekend before. So this is what this is our window from, this is October. So from the 18th, which is Saturday, all the way to the 26th. That's our window.
Now, guys, keep in mind that with the Halloween event that's going on right now, we have 2 huge competitors that are overshadowing us. The 19th is the best if we're going to do a split day event.
Promotion-wise, I mean, we're already looking at...
That's 2 weeks out.
No, that's the weekend.
That's a week. I mean, yeah.
A weekend, 2 days.
A week, yeah, a week
I
and a
think
half.
we would totally be shortchanging ourselves. I would rather compete with someone than have to have like a week to promote something.
What time does the Insomnia event run? Is it all
Beyond
evening?
Wonderland? 6-ish. Entrance 3 or 4.
In the
like that.
morning?
In the morning.
Yeah.
In the
Oh,
morning.
then we're
So
good.
either
Yeah.
way. No,
Yeah.
meaning like obviously people who are going to that wouldn't come to this anyway. So
Because the ticket prices for that is really expensive.
Unless we get a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
We don't have enough drugs to support that crowd.
So,
We could though. We do have mescaline now.
25th, then it looks like. Is that what it would be?
so what it's looking like, and definitely I know it would be ideal to do something on the 31st. However, with the time restraints that we have, and then parents want to take their kids trick-or-treating and
Yeah.
things, it's not ideal to have it on the 31st. However, we can have it on the Sunday, which will be competing. I mean, sorry, the Saturday, which is the 25th, and then having another event on Sunday, which is
If
the
we
26th.
do, I know for sure the rave is not on Sunday. If we do the event Saturday morning for the family-friendly event, and then night, and then the next morning or the next day on Sunday, that night we can do an 18+ event, maybe from like starting at sundown to.
Are we
So in the
allowed
South
to
Day, there's
that-
a reason
that's- she
people
needs
don't
to
do Sundays because no one likes doing Sundays. So.
So let's just switch them. Kids are great on Sundays,
Yeah.
and adults are great on Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday night we'll do the.
I second what Nikki had to say.
Yes, and then
the
people
people
go
that
to
are going
work,
to this thing aren't coming
on
here.
Monday, and you got to recoup, so
Okay.
so Sunday,
Saturday night
Saturday
is
for-
18 and up.
Yeah.
and then on
Sunday
the 26th
morning is
for
kids.
And I asked
Okay.
about having a split day event and see what time that needs to conclude by. Everyone needs to be out the gate by. I'm waiting to hear back on that. We do have a limit of like 200 people max capacity.
I think we'll be okay.
So
Between the 2 days or per day?
per day.
Ooh, that's a lot.
You mean per event?
Per
event,
event,
Per
yeah.
event.
Yeah, so we don't have to make it. There's not a goal. I mean, that's
Yeah.
our goal, but that's not. We don't have to fulfill it.
I don't think we're
There's
gonna
no
have too many people
consequences.
running around in here.
Well, I'm
You
gonna.
think
fulfill.
would
Sorry,
it
you
be
can't
too
come to
much to have
Halloween party.
them both on the same day?
I think
Yes,
it will
it will.
because just giving my experience working with throwing a kids event, it's a lot of energy because we're spending a lot of energy trying to entertain
I'd
and
be a
kids.
crazy murder clown.
I don't know about that,
No?
but trying to
wanna
entertain is very difficult for kids. Yes.
Can we maybe entertain the idea of Saturday's event, the adult event, being a for-profit, and Sunday being maybe a non-for-profit, like local orphanages? Because especially with kids, I want to get more kids out here, like from orphanages and stuff like that, but I don't feel comfortable charging. I mean, maybe we can
Right.
that, I
You could
guess.
not
we
charge them.
we have that. Rob brought that up as well. He's not part of the committee, but he would like to see kids on the whole spectrum. So typically developing kids and kids who need assistance. And even Ernesto volunteered to build a ramp if we need to. You know, just so all kids are included in this process. And so the biggest thing would be, how can we profit from these events? That would be a big thing, because of course we don't want to take away from the kids. So what can we do so it balances out?
And sell refreshments.
We can. Okay, so we agreed on split day. We need the time, probably by like tomorrow is the latest we can have, because then Kristen can put out already. So
But we have the date. What's the date for the adult?
The 25th would
And
be
the 26th?
Yes, for the
Okay.
adult the 25th, and the kids on the 26th.
Okay. And then we're going to hear back on times. Well, we can do the kids' times right now, can't we?
Yes.
On Sunday.
We can do Sunday evening, like as it starts to get dark, or we can do Sunday morning.
I think if you do it in the afternoon, because a lot of kids nap and sleep,
Like 2 to 5.
so between 2 and 5, because there's a lot of burnout time for kids, and they're only entertained for so long, and depending on what we're doing and what I was hoping that we can do is have stations, different stations, like I know someone said Bob for Apples.
No.
Who said Bob for Apples?
I did.
Okay, someone said Bob for Apples. That
The
is
adult one.
Oh,
not
okay.
the kid one.
Even more dangerous. We possess so many worse
You
diseases.
can hold the rope and have kids try to eat the apple.
Donuts too. I've done
Or donuts, something different.
No, healthy. No, not for kids. You don't want
Nikki, kids eat donuts.
Well, maybe organic
You want us to
donuts.
give them broccoli and carrots for candy
No,
too?
but it
No.
is
What's wrong with
apples.
you? It's all
No.
I mean.
But listen, apples
You're that lady that gives
would be
raisins.
a great idea, because
Oh,
we'll pass
God,
it
I'd
out.
egg your house.
Okay, so you hear that, Nikki? Apples would be a great idea, because we'll be passing out candy at each station.
We should have both options in your defense. But we are going to have candy, real candy for the real kids.
Real candy.
For the
Yes.
real kids.
Give the kid a freaking apple.
Thank you.
I'm a real boy.
I'll do a
Covered
deal
in
with you. We'll
caramel.
have tables. You have a table full of apples. I'll have a table full of caramel apples, and we'll see who takes more.
I like caramel apples. I eat caramel apples.
I love caramel
That's-
apples.
Yeah, that's
Boom.
fine.
There we
Caramel
go.
apples is a perfect
Perfect
in the
solution
middle.
in the middle.
Perfect.
And but you guys
Bring
are
your
funny.
kids, we'll give them diabetes.
No, so as a parent, and I'm not a parent. Well, I don't know if I consider
You're a
parents.
parent.
Am I a parent?
Yes.
Okay. As from my experience working with parents prefer more than just candy given.
Yes.
So, erasers, pencils,
Face
things-
painting.
But a good scare.
Well,
a good scare.
A station.
but I think we should utilize, like, if they come, like, we should do a best costume.
Yeah,
Like a
contest.
prize.
So, just for time's sake, because
Because
of
there's
course.
some crazy costumes.
We should just discuss the funding.
Ju-
right?
Just the funding part, because and then Rob said that I know we only have $100 right now, and a lot of it's going into the wedding, and but we'll have a weekend coming up pretty soon
Exactly.
that we can revisit funding. But we are going to really need to buy things, and we have to come up with the decorations, if we're going to have decorations, or even the supplies we need for the stations. So in this next, probably by Sunday, we should probably have, but we need to have each station set up so we can start working on that. And
Can
our-
we try to maximize the resources we have, though, and
Yes.
be innovative about things we have here
that's number
already?
one, because of course, and that's for any business you do,
Okay.
you want to maximize what you already have and
Amanda,
use that.
Remember what we talked about last night about having like the local,
volunteers and-
volunteers
yes.
come in, and possibly charity organizations that come in and would like to sponsor the event and maybe bring their own decorations and like set up decorations around here.
Yes, Bree, she's from the area, so she kind of got her foot in the door with a lot of different.
I was very active in high school and college with community service and leadership.
Right, so that can help us given the fact that we're not from here. But the main thing was the date, and the next thing, Bree, that we really need is the time, like what our time can be. Now for the adults, something that we have to think about also is an entry fee, or how we're going to make money from that. I know we're not going to focus on money with the kids, but for adults, we need to be making a profit.
Right.
And is this like an 18+ event for the kids? And are we IDing? Or
No, not for the
adults,
kids.
The adults.
The adult. I mean the
We're
adults.
gonna
That's the
ID
kids.
all
I'm
the
sorry.
children.
No, I meant adults. Yeah. 18+ adults or whatever. Are we IDing
Adults.
at the door?
Yes, we can. I mean, that would be, if we're going to say 18+, we need to.
If it's going to be
Is that
18
within
plus,
our
we got to
legal
give them
rights?
something to be 18
Yeah.
plus. Can I
we get
say
an
that?
alcohol permit?
We're not. We
We
can't.
can have vendors come in
Bring
and
your
sell
own beer, though.
alcohol, and they have
Oh,
their
I know
permit.
someone who has a beer vending. I have her contact. Her name's
Yeah, we
Shannon.
might need that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, she works
I-
with beer vendors.
I
have it.
personally do not drink. However, given
I
the
mean, I don't
clientele
either,
around here,
But yeah.
I think
A lot.
it would be, I just was under the impression that we couldn't have alcohol.
What speaking to the people about the for them because we gave them the alcohol.
But
So,
what if
What
we
about
are
the
not the
vendors?
ones?
What if you have a beer vendor come?
I would have to go back and ask, but they
Well, of course we can
Oh,
do it
duels.
without it.
I'll do it.
Of course. And then there's
I mean, I don't even
ways that
drink,
we
and
can,
I'm
I know.
saying-
But we can also monitor people's intake by
Yeah.
doing little things, giving.
Two tickets or something.
Yeah, you get 2 tickets or a ticket, or or maybe not serve hard liquor, maybe having wine or
We'll just
beer
be a
Light.
vendor.
or light. Yeah,
Light beer.
and I'm not encouraging, so
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Okay. So also music for this event. We are definitely going to need music for the adult side.
Yeah, they're going to want to dance.
Yes. You
I
have.
have a DJ contact close by.
Do you really? Okay.
Good job, Ernesto.
He has to play all songs though that are only his.
His
That's-
music,
It's all his music.
Is it, what kind of stuff is it? All kinds?
dancing.
Awesome.
good.
Okay, with not just
The rhythm of it.
Not that.
but also with music, Ernesto. Can you be in charge of that piece?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, with music, also if that person, or I know you had
I have a
contacts
music
as well.
contact, yeah.
Maybe you two can work together.
Because they may not allow you to use a person because you know that person.
I don't know them.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No,
great.
he just has a contact.
No,
But but having having the contact, but also being able to use their equipment and being able to
Right, they have to
have all
bring
their,
all their own stuff.
everything,
Yeah.
sound system, whatever.
One thing is, do we have a space for it? I guess for DJ stuff, technically, if they're like producing their own music on the spot, the dock is probably sufficient space because people aren't allowed on the dock anyway, right?
Right.
There's no electricity hook. There's
Oh,
no
yeah.
power hook.
But
They'd have
we
to
can
bring
get
the
it.
extension cords.
Yes.
An
And-
extension cord to trail from the house.
No, not from the house. The
Yeah, we could use our
barn,
extension
every
cord,
area,
though.
the barn area.
From the barn to get there.
But also, that's something, a detail we can work out during this week.
Okay.
But definitely, if you guys can focus on the music, and then we'll hit on those points at some point during this week.
Okay.
I have an idea
And
for
also,
music.
What
Amanda, when we were
Yes.
talking last night, you mentioned you wanted a petting zoo for the kids event.
Yes.
Do you still
So,
want to do that?
not a petting zoo per se, but have the animals be an option, a station for kids to come. And I know that we work very closely with, are they angel vets?
Veterinary angels.
Veterinary angel.
Veterinarian angels who have been excellent, and maybe they can come out and explain something and have, because we're going to need a lot of manpower, and that goes into volunteers and the people who Bree knows who can help us out. But if they can bring like maybe a different bird or something, something to make it more than just Honey and Betsy.
I saw a
And our
duck in the lake.
chick and our
The baby
I saw
chick,
them too.
yes.
Yeah.
We had ducks.
I
saw
saw
it
a
the other morning and I
rattlesnake I
was
could
like,
probably catch.
kids love snakes.
Thanks. Though.
Take it from
Not touching.
experience.
Okay. So, and then another thought that we may want to entertain is a photo booth. because this is going to be something big, and I know people take pictures around.
We have a photo booth guy coming on Sunday, so if he works out and we like him, we can definitely just reuse him for this event.
Awesome.
And
Speaking
are
of-
we being charged, or he's paying?
25, yeah.
Speaking of photos, I think it'd be cool if we like could get a sheet of plywood. I know we have a lot of artists around here, but you know those
Cutouts.
face things where you cut the face out.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you can cut that out, and then if I don't know if you're comfortable with drawing, but just cutting, because you know how to use all the tools.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that would be a great idea, and ask Chris
And
or
then
somebody.
Chris or Bella can maybe draw a costume underneath it.
I could paint it. Yeah.
Oh, or
Just-
you can paint it.
They could, if they draw it, I can paint it.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it's not like it's got to be a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah. That's perfect.
Frankenstein,
Awesome.
font, you know, green, black, whatever. I can do that. It's
Awesome.
not gonna blend together or anything.
Right? What if they did overdubs on us?
And then we
It's not
can
like it
even
has to
write
be
like
a fuzzy
Utopia Halloween or
Frankenstein.
something.
Yeah. I thought that'd be kind of cool. Like
That
I don't
would
know,
be cool.
either use that for that or adults. But like where I'm from, they do like pie throwing, but we don't need to have pies. All we need is pans and whipped cream. That's it. It's cheap. You
That is
throw
cheap.
it.
That'd be awesome.
Face.
Except someone might get their nose.
Let's be.
Okay.
It's us that getting the pies
Oh,
thrown at us.
us. Okay.
No
Then
one
break,
else.
please.
You.
Break my nose.
Give me a day off. No, but they're not heavy.
Yeah,
All it
yeah.
is whipped
I'm just
cream and
kidding.
That's
and
a cool idea, and you can charge for that.
Yes.
And also, if everyone maybe can be involved, people have to pick the pioneer they want to do it
Yes,
to.
there you go.
That's
And then
a good idea.
and they pay, and it's like maybe like, you know.
I wish people would.
But for the
Pick me
Halloween
and I'd
theme,
eat
like
it.
use food coloring, and when you put the whipped cream in it, then put like drops of green, drops of orange, so it's like colorful. And then
Yeah.
it'll be fun. I don't know.
That could be cool. Yeah.
So also here's a few activities that I came up with that in addition to the cutout. I don't know what we call that, but you know what I mean,
Yeah.
the cutout thing. But also like face paint, tattoo artists. I know there's a lady who came by, and she did.
Yes. She
like
actually
family
She's
friendly.
a
Did you
vendor
see that
this
email?
weekend.
Is she?
No.
Yeah,
Nice.
her metallic, the metallic tattoo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
they're
a vendor
awesome.
this weekend too.
Okay.
Great.
So that.
Tricked
Kids
up
love
the
face
sleeve.
tattoos.
Was it
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's what kind of got me going. Maybe they don't want them doing them.
You know, the fake tattoo is a good, and it makes it a variety.
I responded
of
to
other
her.
faces.
Yeah, I responded to her yesterday.
Here,
She hasn't said anything back. She
For the
said
wedding.
for the wedding.
I don't
so
know
wasn't sure
how
if we could get her in for the wedding, but I
lenient
wanted
or
to
if
I
Lefty'd be
do
down for it, but I know he's a
wanted
pig
to come
farmer.
next week, like, as
And a
surprise
huge
thing
thing,
for all
like
of us.
Bree was saying, like the
Do it.
big Halloween events around here, like the farming places.
Oh yeah, I was.
This
Oh, we're
place,
gonna need
For some
him
reason, we
for
weren't able to do that. I was
weekends.
messaging you
this
so you could
this
just, like,
place
spruce
though,
yourself up.
and where I'm
I was trying to
from,
keep it, like,
they have
DIY.
pig races.
Yeah.
And they wear different colored hats, and you bet
She does
on,
nails,
you don't
too.
bet, but you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
people
you
can
choose which one
choose
you
which
think's
one
gonna
you want to win, and there's 3 pigs, and one's got a blue hat, one's got a red hat, one's got a green hat. And you do a circle obstacle course, and you just let them go, and then whoever wins, and it's kind of one of those things that keeps
Oh,
going.
nice.
That's pretty cool.
Cute. Ooh, we can ask Farmer Lefty
He's got
that,
baby.
yes.
It's usually piglets, so it's like a lot better because they're not big pigs. They're just little babies that
Are we
run.
That's
gonna
a
do
great idea.
chicken shit bingo?
No.
I doubt
We
little
should-
kids
not
want to
for
play
kids.
chicken.
Why
Oh, not for
not?
kids.
Yeah.
Maybe adults. For
Oh, this
adults,
is
it
on
would
the
be
kids'
funny.
side. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
the
adults
kids
on
side.
Halloween are gonna want to play chicken shit bingo.
I don't know, but
Let me tell you what I go out on Halloween to do.
this is just for the kids right now. We're just gonna focus on the kids. So the face paint tattoo sack race, you know, the burlap bags or things that we have around here. Trivia, like have
Trivia. Amanda, trivia.
trivia, like yes, because it's a spectrum. No,
There's no desire
like
to win or
Disney
Yeah,
like
wanna
you know,
feel like they
kids
know.
trivia.
Like what color
They
is
could win
this?
candy.
Yeah, and you win candy. Like you say, what's the Little Mermaid's name?
Rapunzel.
Ariel.
What if their parents didn't expose them to that and then they lose
Or-
because of their...
You
Then their
don't, but you can.
self-esteem's hurt, and then they
No,
don't want to have
but
friends.
no one's
And then they don't
a
get
loser.
candy and they
with,
grow up to
with
be
these
murderers.
games, no one's a loser. You ask questions until they win. Then you say, "What color's the grass?" And they say green. You're like, "You're right."
What if you get just get
Because
one
it
kid that
ranges
doesn't
from
know
all
anything?
ages. So you have to think
Then you
on the
just throw
spectrum.
candy at them, say you're dumb. Here you
You're
go.
pretty.
Here's candy.
Okay, fishing for candy. That was one of my favorite ones. You throw a fishing line, not a real one, but a clothespin thing, and you on a wire, and you throw it behind a piece of paper that looks like water, and then someone puts candy or whatever on the thing and they pull it out.
And I scare him and jump over the thing.
Be a shark.
Taylor, you will not be attending this event.
That would be kind of cute. If like every once in a while you got a kid and you were like, shark!
That'd actually be good. All you'd have to do is cut a fin out and you could just have like a stick where you could keep, yeah.
No, you really do things like that.
That's a good idea.
true.
I like that.
And then here's
Actually put a
one
fish
that
on
some people may not be particular to, but these are just ideas, and we can finalize these ideas. Sugar cookie decorating or decorating something,
that's
either a
cute.
cupcake or just an area where they can decorate and take it home, and so it's theirs, and it takes a lot of time. Another thing
What
is
about wooden, like we can cut out wooden wooden circles so that we're not spending money on like,
that's another thing. These are just ideas.
Okay.
So nothing's finalized. These are just
You
ideas.
could cut out little wooden jack-o'-lanterns
Yeah.
and let them draw.
Pumpkin
So we
carving.
have coming next under that is free art.
Lefty's bringing them.
And free art is anything that we have laying around here that we can potentially use to have kids decorate.
yeah.
But if we're
Wood
having
scraps.
wood scraps, of course we'll sand them
Yeah.
because I know a lot of splinters and everything.
Yeah.
What were you saying about Lefty though? Is he bringing pumpkins here?
Yes, I'm getting to that.
Oh, sorry.
No, I don't know if he's bringing pumpkins, but if we can ask him for
Yeah.
pumpkins.
Well, he could sell them.
Or sell them,
Because
or
I think that'd be fun
however.
to sell them and then maybe, pumpkin carving station or whatever.
I know. I put what you told me. Remember you said.
I wish our pumpkins were like
request.
this big.
Yeah.
We could sell them. Like, yeah.
Okay, and then another one was a shirt
That's a good
design
idea.
that we have,
You have to do that.
that we can have. We should have had this a long time ago, but a Utopia shirt. Like when you come to Utopia, that's your token to take home. But that's just an idea. But kids, you can use Sharpies, and then the Sharpies never fade and they never come out. So you just decorate your own shirt of whatever you would like. Also, a treasure hunt, or lanterns or masks. So in masks are just paper plates, and you can use things you find around to decorate it. Yes.
You do like a color certificate, so the kids can color their own certificate and take it home.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
After if they finish the treasure hunt, like, oh, there you go. And then, but yes, you're right.
Honorary pirate.
An eating contest of some
Arr.
sort, like,
I'll be a pirate. That's badass.
whatever. I know back home we
The
use,
scarecrow.
what's the white stuff in the can
I
and
was
you
gonna be
spray
a
it out?
farmer.
Whipped cream. So we'll put fruit and then we'll use whipped cream. But this is back home, Nikki. And then the kids not tie their hands up, put their hands, and they go, and they eat it, and whoever finishes it, they win.
Yeah.
But we don't fill it up, but it's just a little bit. And the thing is, it's cute and they get messy and stuff like that.
Little piggies.
The petting zoo, what Bri already mentioned. The next thing, which is a must, and could be the most expensive thing that we may have to deal with, is pumpkins. There's no Harvest Fest without pumpkins. You need pumpkins. We're going to skip on the squash and corn, but typically, I mean, we have to relate it to something, so pumpkins.
I can call that produce place where we got the I think they specialize in citrus, but there was another farm place that had the squash and stuff.
Some squash.
And I think they had pumpkins now in terms of bulk for cheap. So I could just call and find out the price. And
So it would be ideal for us to have the little baby pumpkins
Okay.
where they can decorate. The big pumpkins most families have and carve it at home by themselves. By the 26th, it's already done, or even the 25th. But having a little pumpkin, or also I know how to make pumpkins out of paper bags and orange paint and green.
I think that sounds like our solution. We have all that, so why don't we just do that?
Yes, but we still need like a visual of like
We
a
do
real
need
pumpkin.
real pumpkins.
Real pumpkin somewhere, just
At least
to
on
make
the
it.
dock and
This
on
is a
the
faux
porch.
Halloween.
It's like
people.
it's
No,
like
I get that, and that's part of the beauty, I think, of us creating a Halloween experience is because we're doing it Utopia style. So yes, maybe a few for decoration,
Plus
but
I'll
yes,
smash
but we
one.
do not
maybe
need.
to have for
afterwards.
the kids paint, have it
Won't
be
be
those
out there.
fake pumpkins.
Do that.
That's
So-
kinda
and
cool.
so that's
I think
the
it would be
solution
cool,
to it.
actually,
My
to do
buddy
that.
drove
And
around
all
just
you do is take a brown lunch bag, you stuff it with
So much
paper,
fun.
twist the top, you paint the top green, and you paint the bottom.
Yeah, and the
orange.
kids can paint
Yeah.
those pumpkins. They can just paint over the orange.
Okay, and then and so that's it. if you guys have any other suggestions of like activities that we can have, we have the cutout. We also have the my pen doesn't work.
You were talking about the petting.
Yes.
You call the SPCA, maybe they can come and bring puppies that they want people to adopt.
For adoption, that'd be great.
Have them as
And then
one
they'll
of the
be
people.
like petting, kids will.
Who doesn't like
Bree,
to pet
can you
a
write
puppy?
that down?
Right?
So
Yeah,
you
I
can-
would love to pet a puppy. I might steal a puppy.
Just another little kids activity. Well,
I think it ran
couple,
away.
I remember just Halloween being a
Little
kid
dog in your
and having
pants.
stuff
I
at
think it
school.
ran away.
They would do something where you would like, I don't know what you would call it, like guess the goo, but you would like reach behind a screen.
Oh,
And you touch it,
touch it,
like
you
like
like
noodles.
and
Yeah.
peeled
Yeah.
grapes or
Peeled
eyeballs.
grapes.
Yeah, I
It's a
think that would be
great idea.
fun.
Yeah.
That's cute.
And then also I would like totally be down with this. At our Halloween thing when I was little, we would have, I think she was called like a pocket lady. And she had like this long like trench coat on and she had like pockets all on the inside. And kids would come up to her and she had like little like fun treats in the pocket and you would like pick a pocket but you didn't know what was in it and then she'd give it to them. So like that's just like a fun little thing,
The pickpocket.
Teaching them pickpocketing early.
But they don't go in and get it themselves, because then that just then you just end up
they,
looking like
point,
a weirdo.
they're like,
hey
"Ooh, I
kid,
want
reach
that
in my
one."
pocket.
Like,
Want some candy? Come in my jacket. Or freak parents
No
out, let the kid get
predators.
close, and then just wrap them up.
Taylor, you're not allowed to come.
Yeah, you would probably almost a victim to like kidnapping.
Gotta be a girl. Can't be a girl.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then so things that we need that will be needed that I foresee.
Like, what about more group stuff with kids playing? You know, in terms of like a relay race or
Oh, like
tag?
that would be like the sack races, the
Yeah.
Well, like Halloween themed Simon Says, like
yes,
Yeah, like
all
that
those
kind of
things.
like group
girl,
stuff.
like
Group games.
like
Group games.
yeah, like a werewolf,
Duck,
growl
duck,
like a
goose.
werewolf.
Yeah, like group stuff. So they can
Simon
connect with other
Says
kids.
stuff. Yes.
Mhm.
The only thing with group games, and I'll show you guys when it's time, but just be aware when there's a difference in ages, kids' feelings are easily hurt. Like no one likes to lose when you're when
Yeah,
you're
I
a
don't
kid.
want crying kids.
Right. So it would just be divided by ages,
Yeah,
but then
Don't tell them to get lost.
and
Get out of
everyone's
here.
a winner, and just keep reminding them.
Yeah.
But we'll go over that pep talk later.
Here's-
So
here's 10
so
bucks back, get
cutouts.
out of here.
Guess the texture, pick the pocket, awards, group games, anything, other ideas, and
Are you
mind
sure
you,
we want to do this pick the pocket? Because I'll be the guy.
No, Taylor, you already got
Let's
it.
hand it down.
No.
I'm the pickpocketer
Not
/ child stealer. So
He's gonna like scare the kids and like put them in the dark.
don't worry. There's candy.
No.
There's candy.
Okay, so is there anything else? Because after this list, then we're going to take from this list and how many people we have. That's how many activities we're going to do.
Okay.
So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 20 different activities, which it seems like a lot, but going through a day we can rotate them and take only
Different
use like
times.
10. Yeah.
Yeah, so
At a
we're
time.
still gonna need doormen and still need people making things.
Right. So what we definitely would need would be volunteers to make this happen. Candy, unless it can be given. Candy. When I say candy, I also mean like the
Apples.
no, not apples, not.
Raisins?
Well, we can do
You're not
raisins.
allowed either.
Nikki, you're not allowed at the Halloween place.
I mean, we can do the healthy. So candy, healthy snacks to give away, pencils, erasers, things to give to kids for winning the activities.
You give me a
Okay.
pencil on Halloween, I'm
Nikki
throwing
can
it
give
back.
out a pencil.
I'm gonna eat candy on Halloween.
I think we should have
I
a
don't
giant
know.
bucket of candy so when everybody leaves, they get candy.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I leave and I don't get candy, I'm going to say that place sucks.
Yell at my mom the whole way home. Where are you dragging me to? You made me color a paper bag.
Also, we need paper. And all these things we can if we can find someone to donate it, not donate it, but bring it along with their volunteer services, that would be
Can I
ideal.
be in charge of doing the volunteers?
Yes.
I think, should we agree on now, whoever it is volunteered, it can bring some guests with free access to it?
I think, well, yes.
Not like, don't bring a but,
No,
you can
well,
bring
all
your
the
family,
volunteers would
yeah.
be free, yes.
Well, I'm saying, like, if they wanted to bring their significant other or their kids, they should be allowed to bring
Oh,
How
yes.
are they gonna volunteer if their kids are here?
their significant
husband
other
can
will be
take
here.
Oh, that's true. Like if a
Nikki.
woman.
Trying to bash my ideas?
No, I didn't bash it.
I'm not bashing your apple. I just added something to it. Caramel, okay?
Okay, and then the next thing that would definitely would need since we have kids would be another emergency kit, unless we're going to use ours. But kids fall and hurt them if we're shooting for 200 kids. Kids fall and hurt themselves all the time. Trust me, off the silliest things.
I watched
It
3
can't
kids
be
in a row
200.
fall over the same stick and they were following each other. I was like, what the hell? One kid fell, I'm like, oh no. And then the other kid like didn't even care and fell over the same stick. And then here comes Joey, the third kid, fell over the same stick. They don't get it.
She's absolutely right.
Keep them away from the water.
Yeah, and those are things that we have to be aware of when you're dealing with the kids. It sounds like, oh, it's easy, but no. Kids are a hard thing, trust me.
They look at a rock while they're walking towards it and still fall over the rock. and get
But
hurt.
not just fall, break their tooth, like chip their tooth on it. It's always serious. So I will encourage another emergency kit, or at least some Band-Aids
have
on
the
it.
EMT on standby.
Yes.
They are for
I
us.
honestly think a roll of paper, we caught like one of those rolls that's like this big that we can,
They're
we
typically
could
about
use-
$16.
because we could use that. I think it'd be kind of cool if we did like on that, like Chris wants to do for the art, for a quick Halloween thing, we could do too, is say Happy Halloween and have kids put their hands and then sign their name.
That's a really
And then
good
also,
idea.
like you said, with the fishing, we could paint it blue or like, paint waves on it. And that's how we could have like the
We can
fishing
use
thing.
that
Yeah.
after this. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
really good idea.
Roll of paper is always, and you can use it for everything. The big rolls of paper
Yeah.
that you go pull out.
That's
Yes.
a great idea.
Let me write that down. Okay, so
Rolling paper,
And if,
I
we,
mean, I always
if we
use
get
it.
white, we can hang ghosts from the trees.
of course.
Ghosts! We should have Scooby.
Yeah, let's not get overzealous here, okay? We're Utopia, not
If they're not
Disneyland.
Right. And then lastly, a food truck or some type of thing for the kids. The only thing that I worry about that we didn't talk about, and this is just for the kids right now, and we'll go over the adult thing. That's going to be like some brainstorming on our part.
We left out probably the biggest, most important thing. Our world's largest corn maze down there
Oh.
needs to be a focal point.
We don't have any corn.
Corn
I was
maze.
like,
Stalks
what
of
is she
corn.
gonna say right now?
And you just walk
I have
in
a cool
between,
idea too.
and it's a corn maze.
We can utilize the toilet paper afterwards, but mummy yourself. Little kids spin really fast, and who can make themselves a mummy the fastest?
We can use,
But we can still use it afterwards. It's not a big deal.
I don't know.
We've wiped with
Give me a break.
Or didn't.
Yeah, thank you. Box, woman. What are you complaining? You're gonna use toilet paper again after you got rolled on some kid?
Maybe get splinters.
Okay, so
Not in here.
oh,
Yeah, I'm
and
good.
with the volunteers, if Kristen, for kids, what I normally do is reach out to local community centers, co-ops, school organizations, and things like that, and ask if they can put up a flyer or spread the word. And for some reason, I still feel like it's summer. Here, it just seems summer to me all the time.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say day camp, but
Right.
but if you can call local schools or and give some of that
I
information.
think the only thing I really need, I mean, I can start doing that immediately. I just need to know if we're charging or not. 'Cause that's like
So that's what we need to come up with now. So this is how, and I've done it differently and in the past. So I've been to events where we charge to come in and everything was free, or you charge or you don't charge and everyone's welcome to come in. But however, when you get to the cookie making, that's when you pay. Or when you get to certain
that's happened to me on that one before too.
Amanda?
Yes.
So I want to comment on that. Are we talking about the adult event now?
No. No.
Okay. Well, okay, for the family event,
I just
this
wanted
can
to
go
put
for
my
both.
hands in the ground.
I was thinking we could have a general admission price, and then it's the stations and the games and stuff we could sell tickets to, and those tickets like cost actual money, like you need like $1 for like 3 tickets, and each games would cost a certain amount of tickets or whatever. And then we could also have a separate package where it's like a VIP package, all inclusive, everything's free. You'll get like a wristband or whatever, and then as we go to each booth, you can get like tally off like you've been to this one once, you did that one once, and it's like the VIP all inclusive. and you could do. You don't have to pay for everything. You pay up front.
So the only thing with charging with families, typically there's more than one kid, and or you.
I was gonna say we can, if we do decide to charge entry fee for the kids, we can keep it like really low, or we can say like bring $2 a kid, or bring like a can good that we can donate. Like I really would like to try and keep the kids event very let's
I like the
give
can
back.
good because we could take that big box that's next to my bed and we could put that by the door. So if they bring cans good, just put it in the
Yeah,
box.
because I see if we work really hard on the adult event, I see us being able to profit pretty nice.
Yes.
And I would like to keep the kids event like this is more about us giving back to the
Yeah.
A lot of the
community.
things
I like
we use
that.
for the kids is just going to be reused for the adults anyway.
Yes, and so we need to come with an agreement now how we're going to do the kid event when it comes to pricing. So we can do nothing like
actually, when you looked at local organizations, what were some options? Like, what is like kind of kid stuff, or you didn't really get to look at local stuff?
I've been waiting on the list. I didn't get a whole lot of local kids stuff.
Okay.
I emailed search, but never got anything back.
Okay.
Okay, I feel, and then sometimes it's totally free, but when it's totally free, we normally have a donation box where parents, and it's not monitored by anyone. There's an adult who's on staff who watches the box, but we say donations accepted, and that's it. So you don't have to put anything in, but it kind of, the parents understand it costs something. But if I only have 50 cents, I'm going to give my 50 cents or nothing at all. So, and that's the only, so there's 3 options. Charge, 4 options. Charge, free, charge and make it at the specific stations, or just have a donation box. And when we have a donation box, we can also give to a local charity. Like this whole event is going, all the proceeds are going to go to the Fred Hutchinson
Why don't we
Cancer
charge
Research.
and do the donations like Kristen was saying, charge us a minimal amount just to cover the cost of what we're spending money on, and then whatever we exceed, we donate that. And then we also have something where, like she said, donate goods, or have even like a donate box with the big box, so it's like you can either bring canned foods or whatever, and then you whatever, like, a lot of people don't really care about the excess change they get. Like, if it's like $4 and they bring a 10, they'll have $6 and 6 ones, they'll take 2 and put them in the donation box, whatever, as long as it adds up. And then, like I said, as long as we cover the cost of what we spent just to
we
get.
want to cover the cost for sure. 'Cause we don't
So
have
the way we
luxury.
can, or we can word the donation box. All donations will be just detailed with how the donation box is set up. So it would say, we'll go to the cost, a small portion will go to the cost to make this happen, whatever
The way
made
you
this happen.
say is 100% of the proceeds.
Yeah.
Proceeds means that you've preceded what it costs to make the event or the item.
Or you
and
can say proceeds,
Yeah.
right. But definitely we have to figure it out.
We're talking about donations, and from my understanding, are we even allowed to have donations?
Well,
No,
I don't
it's
think
not
they're allowed
to
to donate
us.
to us,
No.
We're not allowed to have donations
but they can
to
donate
us.
here.
take those
Yes.
We're allowed to like have
somewhere.
donations.
Yeah, because
Okay.
Thanksgiving's coming now. They always have the Thanksgiving drives and stuff. So if you're
Yeah.
doing non-perishable stuff, like we can give that to a food
Yes.
kitchen or whatever.
Which is a good point. Make sure it's a non-perishable items, not like don't bring bread,
right.
or that will be a donation to us.
But yes, so it's just
Oh no!
I got it.
So,
so we still didn't come up with a conclusion. So okay, guys.
I think we need to reconvene later because we have a meeting at 1:30 for the government stuff.
it was changed to 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2.
I need a friggin'
Oh
nap.
man,
Yeah,
but
I need a nap.
But Kim's coming at 3, so we.
Yes,
we're gonna go more
so
than that.
I don't mean to take up you guys' time, and I know all of our time is valuable here, but if we can just come up with the time that we want the kids, so Bree can see if it's okay or not.
2 to 5 that Sunday.
2 to 5. Okay. Did you write that down? 2 to 5.
Yeah, I got that down.
Okay, and then also if we're going to charge or not, or how we're going to make.
I think we're gonna make so much, you guys, on the actual Halloween party. Like, let's just do the kids. And a
Okay,
lot of the
for
stuff
free.
we're gonna use for the kids, we're gonna reuse for the adults. Like, all the decorations are gonna stay the same. Even the face paint. I'm an adult and I'm
Or
gonna
what if
get
just
my face painted.
50%, like it's not like we're rolling in the dough, and like food is still an issue here. Like we're still not living in luxury, And so what if
The
like,
goal isn't to live in luxury.
no, I know. Well, we're not even meeting our basic needs. That's what I should say. We're not even still meeting our basic needs. Like last night, people were hungry after dinner. And so I know a lot of people have been talking about increasing the food budget. So I definitely want and feel that we should 100% donate. I just don't know if doing the whole thing for free is a good idea, given we're not meeting our basic needs at the moment.
So then it sounds like the best thing would be the portion of these proceeds are going to
Yeah,
go to.
100% of the proceeds.
I mean, 100% of proceeds. So to go through that way, and then no one's obligated to give. It's just give if you can. And then most of the people who walk through these doors,
Give if you
they
can.
want to give for the sake of
So what's admission price then?
no admission price.
Or what about 50% of the proceeds?
Then how are we making back any kind of monetary?
That's why
No,
I'm
no,
saying
no.
maybe
You're
making
expecting the
50%.
donations.
No, yes, because I feel
You're taking
like
monetary donations, not food donations.
no. So food donations if they want to, like you can bring a food. Go ahead.
What if we have the food donation box to give to whatever food kitchen? And then what if 50% of the proceeds go to somewhere else? So we still make some minor profit. Because, like I said,
Well, then
we're
I
still
think
not
we're
meeting our
asking people
basic
to
needs.
give. We're asking people to give food and money.
Yeah.
If we're
Right.
just
If
do
we're
one
gonna
or the
do
other.
yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so then which one?
So
Can I
then
have
no
a donation
food.
box?
Fine, pay and donation
Yeah.
box or
Yes.
50% of the proceeds. Or
No, this is what's gonna
Okay,
happen.
say it
We're gonna-
again.
This is what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Not saying
Confused.
this is what's gonna happen. But this is what's gonna happen. Once we get done ordering all our stuff, we'll have exactly how much the event costs. We'll ask for, let's say, $10 at the door. Once we hit that mark, if this event costs us $100 to put on, once we make $100 at the door, the rest of it that we bring in is gonna go towards.
I don't know if I agree.
That's not going to work because when you say 10 at the door, who are you charging? The kids, the parents? What if they have 6 kids?
Charge
What if
parents only.
and so what if you charge parents, but then the parents are like, well, I'm not doing anything. Why am I paying? And but they have just one kid, and this family has. When you start talking about money with kids, things, it's extremely difficult.
So just do
the
a
best
flat-out
way to do
donation
it
box.
would be a donation box.
Okay, fine. That sounds easy.
And then with the donation box, if we put specific, and we don't have to do it now, like come up with the specifics, but just agree that it's just donation.
I think we can't call it donation for tax purposes, but you can call it like a sliding scale box or something, because the word donation, like, I don't think for our tax purposes we're allowed to put, because they're paying to
Well,
come.
we can make it like a giving box, or
Or just put admission and give what you can.
yes,
Just call it an admission, give what you
and
can.
then give what you can,
Yeah.
and then
And then we'll put 100%.
yep.
And then 100% of the proceeds
can we
go to
unwrap
whatever
it?
charity we
That's just the thing that I'm saying. What if we do
Boom.
50% of the proceeds go to a charity because we're still not meeting our basic needs?
Well, we can figure that piece out
I know,
later.
then you're saying
But
yay.
Kristen needs to start advertising for it.
Oh, okay.
So if she's
We're
gonna,
saying
Yeah, that took
50% of
like
the
3
donations,
seconds.
and that means we are not. Then that means we're making a profit.
Yeah, so half of our profit, we keep
So
half
are you
of the
saying that
profits.
we are doing the children's for profit? The children's event for profit?
Well, I'm just concerned with the fact that we're only doing 2 events a month and we're still not meeting our basic needs.
but this
Still
is
have
only
to.
focusing on this month for right now.
Uh-huh.
So and this would actually be 4
You only
events.
have one.
So
We're doing 4 events this
so
month?
the adult,
win
the
some.
kids, the dating auction, and the Utopia experience.
Oh, so
so
the
that's
dating
4.
auction finishes this month?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't
that's
realize
4
there were
for
so
this-
many events.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then moving forward, we can
Okay.
plan like how Kristen said. We can write the things on the calendar,
Okay.
so,
So
we're
is
not
everybody
in
okay
the
with the 100%?
Yeah, then I'm
of
fine. I
proceeds?
didn't realize how many events
the
we have
kids?
this month. Okay.
Yes, and not to guarantee how much money we're going to make.
Yeah, it's not
But
about that.
there's hope out there,
Right.
and
Estimated
And-
goal, $1 billion.
and obviously our actions and what we speak about and how we talk about things make a difference. You know what I mean? If you guys catch my drift.
Yeah.
So
So stop talking about kidnapping kids.
so just be mindful
At the Utopia.
of.
I'm gonna sell
No.
them for donations. So
Sell them
it's
for donations.
still-
Well, actually,
Anyway.
that's a valid point. Like, I had someone ask to come to do a private yoga session, and they didn't really care to meet some people. They didn't name any names, but they were just concerned with the things they've heard on the feed, that they were concerned about coming here. That was a legit email that I received. So just putting it out there. So just be I'm not sure what's happening that I'm not seeing, but just that was literally addressed in an email to me.
Not me. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
so
we're gonna have kids here, so be
it
careful.
just looks, you know, your language, things like that we just got to be mindful of. But so we'll come up with another list, and you guys, sorry, this week is crazy. So maybe I'll go around individually and talk to you guys, but on Monday we can refocus everything. But I think a lot of our energy needs to be spent on the wedding that's approaching. Okay.
Agreed.
And so think of your ideas for the adult idea, the adult thing. Okay, guys? Everyone okay with this?
Yes.
Amanda, thank you.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you. Sorry, Aaron missed it, but
Next appointment.
I know.
I've gone to more
Are we
meetings.
getting paid for this?
Another meeting?
Driver.
They're purchasing it right in there. So.
I'm already late for my next meeting.
Does your
You know what I
feet
mean?
still hurt?
Because
They've stretched out a little bit, actually.
wow.
Yeah, they're good now. Good. So I can make flyers and start sending them out.
Yes, that was the main